you, but I feel just like the vet. Shoot my shot, won't touch the net. Put across the neck, no respect. Then again, I'm like the one who cut the checks. The way I ball, you think it's Mars. The way I left shawty upset. Pull up in the parking lot and left the doors. This platinum leather, wipe your feet before they hit the floor. She loving the life, no, she ain't tryna go. We make it easy for the mama, tell them no. Hit a drop kings. I've been all alone, ain't never need nobody else. I'm at the top floor. Off the show, wish I had some competition, but it ain't nobody.
Since day one, and then I want to thank 2K. 2K TV, you made this possible, you know?
Well, you know, this is the belt. This symbolizes the beast of the East. We won rival day. Shout out to everybody out there that was grinding, putting in that work, you know what I'm saying? And we, you know what I mean, only champions can wear this belt.
The Spurs came into the arena earlier with one thought on their mind, walking out of here with a win. The Queen City is the setting for our broadcast tonight. The view from the top of Charlotte with the Spectrum Center in the background. Welcome, and hey, Allie.
Thanks, Brian.
It's led to this, Allie. Thanks for that. All right, let's check out San Antonio's starting lineup. Johnson and Pirtle, the big men. Then there's DeJounte Murray. Then there's Josh Richardson. And it's Shake and Bake in at the shooting guard position. And for Charlotte, Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. Ball and Rozier work together in the backcourt, and it's Harrell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And talking end-of-season awards, Chris, for Defensive Player of the Year, why do you think no guard has won it since Gary Payton in 19...
Well, because no guard has been as intense as Gary Payton. There's never been a defensive point guard like Gary Payton. You kind of have to know Gary to understand how crazy it is to want to defend the best guards 94 feet. But no, Gary Payton is just a special player, and it's going to be hard to see players have that impact in the game.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Ball. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Here's Shake and Bake. And the layup falls.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
And here's Ball. He's got 5. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Rozier, the pass to Harrell. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
A quick leaper with a solid frame. Harrell gives opponents problems around the rim.
Pass to Shake and Bake. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Up top ball, defended by Murray. Rozier can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Here's Shake and Bake, pounded by Rozier. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Rozier. Pass to Ball. That one's good from the corner. Ball's got 7 points in the game.
You see how Hayward just made that pass? You got to say, man, he's got some vision.
And you think about the draft profile of LaMelo Ball. Grant, the court vision has been as good as advertised.
I mean, he's just a gifted passer who sees over defenders. He enjoys making those flashy plays. He's been everything you want from a playmaker.
San Antonio trailing here. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. He gets it in there.
He still hasn't missed. 4 for 4 to start the game.
Charlotte has gone 1 for 2 from beyond the arc in this first quarter. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Look, with good size and underrated athleticism, Hayward's able to muscle through the contact.
Here's Shake and Bake, pounded by Rozier. Here's Shake and Bake. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Rozier outside. Ball outside. That three's off the mark. The Spurs have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. Down low. Here's Shake and Bake. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
And it's Rozier. That time on the assist by Hayward.
Effective score when given this position. Rozier, he's intelligent and realizing when he tries luck.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
Gordon Hayward first entered into the league, he was pretty slender, but over the years he's added some muscle to his frame, and because of that weight room work, he's
San Antonio with the ball. 3-point lead. Here's Shake and Bake. He takes it in. Another basket. He's now 6 for 7 in the contest. Putting on more strength is so important in this league. It's a whole new ball game coming from college to the NBA, as you know, C-Web.
Yeah, but I think Hayward recognized that fact, which is why he decided to bulk up. He can match the physicality.
Hayward and Bridges at the small and power forward spots. Then it's Terry Rozier, and it's Richards in at the center position. That's the Hornets 5. To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Well, Shake and Bake in the last matchup against the Kings was all business. He contributed 42 points, and the defense never found a way to force him out of his rhythm. Monster production. He was focused. He was relentless. Everyone is still buzzing about it, guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Harrell's checked in for Richards. Bridges finds Harrell. It's Hayward on the wing. Shot clock at 6. No good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. They put up a nice win against Sacramento last time out.
I found it was an interesting game. Anything they couldn't get from their starters, they got from their reserves.
And when the bench steps up, it takes pressure off the starters. And they stepped up big in that game.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
And stolen by Murray. And here they come. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
Hey, the slam by Hayward.
Is that an answer or what? He just one-upped them real good.
Those two relish going at each other, don't they? Here's Shake and Bake. Harrell defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pirtle with the bucket. Pirtle's got 4 points this quarter.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Rozier against Murray. Rozier outside. Pass to Harrell. Over Murray. Harrell no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's guarded by Bridges. Shake and Bake. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And here are the Hornets now. Trailing by 13. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Just a tough road loss. You're going against players who are comfortable shooting in their own building. You have to find a way to disrupt their focus.
You got to be locked in on the road. I mean, when there's no cohesiveness on defense, you're in danger.
Driving in, and he bangs it home with one hand.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And so it's San Antonio up 15 points as this quarter concludes. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back after this word. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Well, you hear about the importance of confidence. You think that was something you always had as a player, Grant, or did you have to build that up?
Well, I mean, success ultimately does breed confidence. And I had success, fortunately, at a young age. So you have to understand you have to always attack and you always have to believe in yourself no matter what the situation.
So on the floor for San Antonio, Johnson and Pirtle, the big men. Then there's Josh Richardson. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Shake and Bake in at the two-guard spot.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Inside, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Ball with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Murray against Bridges. San Antonio with a rebound. Murray's got 5 rebounds in the game. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Outside Johnson. Pass to Shake and Bake. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
The Spurs making a switch here. Collins checked in. Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. Ball against Murray. Now here's Ball. The D's right on him. The rebound by the Spurs. Murray's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Here's Shake and Bake. He's got 18. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. Hey, guess what? Mission accomplished.
Their poise has been tremendous. Being excellent at both ends has them increasing this lead.
To the middle. And Washington powers it through.
Serious verticality from Washington. Soars up to the rim and throws it down.
Here's Shake and Bake. 20 points for him. Pass to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 8 points.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close. They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Here's Shake and Bake. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Ball outside. That shot off. Johnson with the defensive effort. Pass to Shake and Bake. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Hornets.
Devin. Devin Vassell.
One shot.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
19 seconds left in the third. Pirtle against Ball. Pulls up. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Ball's got 10 points in the quarter.
He's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
And so the San Antonio Spurs, they're feeling great. A 21-point lead. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning. Greg Popovich addressing his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Everybody got to rotate, rebound.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Rozier the 2 with Hayward at the 3. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Miles Bridges. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Here's Shake and Bake. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Pirtle. And stolen by Harrell. Here's the break. Rozier, the pass to Harrell. To the inside. Ball. And the powerful one-handed slam.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Bridges misses.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Here's Pirtle. Ball with the rebound.
Setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
They get it again. Tries again. And it's Bridges laying it in.
Well, Bridges is a tough player. He has no fear of going inside to get a rebound. Plus, put it back in.
Here's Shake and Bake, pounded by Rozier. Pass to Johnson. Second shot opportunity, and it's laid up and in by Pirtle. And the Spurs lead by 21.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
So active, so energetic, helping to lead the charge for this team.
And Ball gets it to go. Ball's got 4 points this quarter.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over.
And LaMelo Ball has really impressed right out of the gate. How he would compare to his brother, Lonzo. His playmaking and rebounding have just been outstanding.
And the Spurs with some changes. Richardson's checked in for Vassell, and Murray subbed in for Walker. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And, man, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
I'm not a doctor, but nothing about that play screams minor injury. Obviously, this could be a real concern.
Jones, he's checked in for Murray. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Here's Shake and Bake. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 22. Boy, the future for Ball is indeed bright. This is a guy who just loves the game. And, Chris, more importantly, someone that wants to win.
And that kind of mentality goes a long way. He's an exciting player to watch, for sure. I mean, he's only just getting started. He's hopefully a promising career.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
To the paint. Here's Pirtle. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one on Ball. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
Their passing also continues to be outstanding here in the second half.
And he drops the first. And so many young players now on their phones. Chris, they're connected to their fans and loved ones through social media. Some worry about how that affects team chemistry. How about you?
Well, every guy's different. I never thought that it's one rule or one way for everyone. You have to let people be themselves, and usually guys will flourish positively when they're in a great space. Cream's going to rise to the top. We've heard of guys like Giannis swear off social media. Others we know, they probably look at their phones during halftime. It's just case by case.
Ball finds Harrell from 12 feet. Pirtle grabs a miss. Pirtle's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Shake and Bake. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with the comfortable lead.
Bridges passes to Harrell. Here's Shake and Bake. Inside. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, and in terms of size, that's a mismatch he'll exploit every time, especially inside.
Rozier, right side. You know, Chris, recently we heard LeBron James say, looking back on the infamous decision broadcast, he said he fell on his sword for other athletes to feel empowered.
Well, look, LeBron's one of the greatest players of all time. He came into this league right out of high school. If he didn't make a mistake or two, I mean, he wouldn't be human, right? I mean, yeah, that wasn't a great way to tell his fans I'm not coming back. But I think one of the best things you can do is to apologize and move on. And there's a greater lesson than that. LeBron's done that. You know, let's keep it moving. He can't live his life just to please others.
Now here is Harrell. He's guarded closely. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And they're getting ready to notch their 33rd win of the year.
And I'm sure they're...
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory, but they controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that about wraps it up. Along with Grant Hill, Chris Webber, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching tonight's presentation. We'll see you next time.
So, MP, you played a lot of minutes in a game that was well in hand early on. Now, what do you say to those who think you'll wear down before the playoffs playing unnecessary minutes?
No, coach has a reason for everything he does, so if I'm getting minutes, it's not gratuitous.
Now, MP, you don't think you should have been pulled sooner now, do you?
Oh, no, I don't question coach like that. He does his job. Look, I do mine, and that allows us both to excel. Plus, we got the win, so I'm not going to second-guess that at all.
Yeah, it's automatic, baby. Welcome to rounds part 3. I don't have no choice but to go off the second I spit it. This ain't no faking, this isn't a gimmick. This is real as it gets when I'm in it. Doing this all on my own independent. Some rappers started, then they stuck with it. Some had longevity, some had to quit it, but none of them different. None of them thought what if I took the normal and I try to shift it. That's what I'm doing. Pat on my back cause I'm keeping it moving. Pat on my back cause I've been going stupid. Pat on my back cause I really do this. I stuck with my gut and I stuck to the music. I'm still the man I hear that says committed. I'm still the man I hear that's on a mission. Let there be beef, can we give it a minute? Cause this flow that I have right now is too vicious. Let it breathe. Okay, I'm ready. Back in this thing like I never left. I'm always snapping, what do you expect? When I'm on a song, expect nothing less than me giving my best. Time into this is what I invest. It's crazy if I don't got next and I'm serious. The bottom is where I started, now I'm at the top of the top. The haters saw I was in phase. They started kicking the rocks, and that's when I started to pop. Then I maintain handling the fame, maintain handling the change, maintain handling the game. They cannot count me out, they gotta count me in. I cannot lose what I built, not when I know how to win. Welcome to rounds part 3. I had to do it again. Another round still going. I'll be this.
Let's meet the visiting Los Angeles Lakers. At guard, Malik Monk. At guard, Malik Monk. And now the Sonics.
Nope, Alexander down.
Thank you, Kevin. Russell.
David, you are too nice. Thank you so much. And Westbrook, he is incredible. Thank you, David. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Anthony Davis. Anthony out there with LeBron James. And there's Monk. And it's Westbrook in at the point. And for San Antonio, the 4 and the 5, it's Johnson and Pirtle. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Shake and Bake. And it's Vassell in at the 2 spot. And MP recently adding a new accolade to his record, winning his first ever Player of the Week award.
Well, he really earned it with the way he's been playing. And if you keep delivering that kind of play, I'm sure he'll win many more.
And tonight, Greg, 2 teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Richardson's got the game going here with the first basket for San Antonio. James, the pass to Davis. About a minute played so far here in the first. Back to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Driving in. Monk, no one around him. No good on the 3.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Shake and Bake. Started by Davis.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
James with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, the defense is always worried about LeBron driving, so it allows him to have the space he needs and wants for his mid-range game.
Shake and Bake passes to Pirtle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's LeBron. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. Davis against Pirtle. And that one's good by Davis.
Love the unselfishness of Monk there. I mean, love seeing him find the open man.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. And Malik Monk is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Shake and Bake. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Russell Westbrook.
They get Russell Westbrook. The Spurs shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
And you know their performance at the line. It's definitely dropped off. Not the trend they were looking for.
Westbrook. His last outing, he had 18 points. Out to Anthony. LeBron against Richardson. James looking around. And then Monk with the dunk.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the night.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And the pass to Vassell. Here's shake and bake. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. And that one drops for him.
Got to admire how fast Pirtle slashes to the rim after setting the screen.
Richardson against LeBron. Pass to Davis. Over Pirtle. And Pirtle pulls it down. Spurs leading by 7. There's 1:54 left to play in the first quarter. Shake and bake passes to Pirtle. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 5 on the clock to the middle. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
So timeout called here. The first for Los Angeles. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Kelly Olynyk's checked in for Johnson. McDermott comes in for Richardson. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Vassell. Here's Horton Tucker. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. 16 feet away. That's short off the rim.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
To the paint. Here's Olynyk. And he converts the layup.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Now, here's Nunn. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
You know, with AD's improved court awareness, when guys on his team get open, he'll find them.
To Olynyk. Outside, Walker. That's the shaking. And that one is stuffed right through.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Shake and bake passes to Pirtle. Over to the wing. Shake and bake. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's San Antonio in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the difference between...
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes.
Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Johnson's checked in for Collins. Josh Richardson comes in for Kelly Olynyk. Vassell, he's checked in for Doug McDermott. And Shake and Bake subbed in for Walker. And that one falls for Jones. And we've heard some talk, Greg, about the possibility of NBA expansion. What What do you think about that?
Kevin, I think it would be great for the league. I mean, I played in Seattle for a season, and I know they would love to have a team back in the great Northwest.
Johnson is out there with Richardson. Then there's Shake and Bake. Then it's Jones. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Shake and Bake in the last matchup against the Hornets was superb. He scored 22 points and did a great job of finding his open teammates as he put up big assist numbers for him. That was just the latest in a string of very productive games for him. We'll see if he can keep this streak going, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. It might force him to adjust or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Here's Horton Tucker. Following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Here's LeBron, and LeBron throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And last year, Carmelo Anthony climbed into the top 10 all-time in scoring.
Well, I mean, he's a surefire Hall of Famer, and he may never get that NBA title, but you factor in college and international play, and there's no doubt he'll be in Springfield.
He feeds it to Carmelo. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Spurs leading by 11. There's Shake and Bake. He has 6. Shoots. Nails the baby hook. Shake and Bake's got 8.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Westbrook passes to LeBron. With the drive. Yep, that one goes in there. James has got 6 in the quarter.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
Shake and Bake passes to Johnson. Jones against Westbrook. Back to Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed.
And so it's San Antonio. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game for Shake and Bake.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Checking out the group of Frank Vogel to start the second half. Anthony is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Monk in at the 2.
Hey, when Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the defense is cooked. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
Outside for Davis. Back to Monk. Westbrook against Richardson. Shoots. And it's Westbrook missing.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Westbrook passes to Davis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
There's no stopping that. AD is too long and strong to bother that alley-oop.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's There's shake and bake. He's got 10. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
The defense not putting up any fight.
Lakers substitution.
71. James, the pass to none. LeBron trying to free himself up. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Inside. Johnson's shot is off.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Nice passing here by Los Angeles. LeBron, no luck. Spurs leading by 11. There's shake and bake. Going inside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Here's LeBron. And he goes right over Olynyk and slams it down.
Well, he seems anxious at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. Remarkable.
They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
For 3, Westbrook. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got shake and bake. Josh Richardson out there with Johnson. Then it's Olynyk, and it's Vassell in at the shooting guard. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile 1 block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Lakers trail by 12. LeBron outside. Outside Anthony. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists tonight.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
There's shake and bake. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. And the Spurs lead by 11.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches. That ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Yeah, way to play and attack both and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And so he makes both from the line.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Olynyk trying to break loose. No good from shake and bake. Lakers trail by 9. There's the pass to Davis. The 11-footer. The second chance effort. And LeBron with the nice
ideal positioning and using it to capitalize on the offensive glass. That's evidence of the strength that LeBron James has.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play and every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
And it's Anthony with the ball for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. They can look forward to the Rockets Arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Carmelo Anthony imposing his will inside. Doesn't take any time. Rising up for the dunk.
Here's shake and bake. He takes it in. A shot off that time. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
Here's Vassell. The Lakers with the rebound. Anthony down low. Doesn't go that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Vassell, and the layup is good. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
LeBron against Richardson. James kicks to none. To the inside. Westbrook. That one goes. Counted. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
What you expect from Westbrook, coming up big in the biggest moments.
Richardson outside. Passes to shake and bake. Here he goes. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
Really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, it's been an expressive team to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Shake and Bake.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
Thank you, David.
Hey, look at Pirtle. Making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Here's shake and bake. Started by Davis. Six on the shot clock. Down low. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Lakers ball.
Richardson against LeBron. Inside. Goes up at the strike. That one's good. The San Antonio leaders got down to 5 on the bucket from Anthony.
Well, you got to respect the jump shot of Anthony because he's got the ultimate green light. And because of that freedom, he's a dangerous guy on the perimeter.
Nice shot by Pirtle.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shot, that lead's going to expand.
Davis with the bucket.
AD staring him down and letting him know this ain't over yet.
He's shake and bake. Pass to Vassell. To the paint. Here's Pirtle, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Really amazing body control by Pirtle. Just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it. Anthony Davis showing you he's in control when the spotlight is on.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Russell Westbrook. That's his third personal foul.
And San Antonio has possession, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Malik Monk. That's his third personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Sensing an opportunity here to increase the lead and capitalizing on it.
Feeds to Westbrook. Got a piece of it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag. And I love seeing Anthony come up with big plays in these moments because his team is dependent on him to score, especially when the game is tight.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range, you know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And the Lakers call time here. They're trailing by 5. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. James left side. On its way from Monk for 2. Can't nail the jumper. And he commits the intentional foul.
Russell Westbrook. That's his 5th personal foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
At the line for your Spurs, number 18.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that increases their lead to 6. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth. James way outside. And again, the Lakers no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. With maybe a step out of his range.
And so it's San Antonio with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
Hi, MP. Another solid game. Well done.
Thank you, Candace.
You know, I'm working on a long-form piece on the best assist men in the league. And I've been asking the upper echelon guys, what is the single most important element that a premier distributor in this league needs to have? It could be an approach to the game, a practice regimen, a support system. I've gotten all kinds of answers, so I'm curious what you have to say.
That's an interesting question. I'll say just a willingness to work, a willingness to fail. You've got to put in the time, and a lot of that time is going to be spent making mistakes. That's the nature of learning and getting better. And it's tough because you've got a lot of people dependent on you, and when you mess up, it's high stakes. The guys who can handle that shoot, the guys who crave that, those are the ones who you see at the top of the assist leaderboard. Not everyone is built for this, Candace.
But you are.
Oh, for sure. I want that pressure. It's a big part of the fun.
Fingerprinted, bumper with the chrome finish, mesmerizing all the women. Right here, leave them winded. Game super tight, out of sight, fifth dimension. White walls, gold dating, such a beautiful friendship. Chevys, Caprices, Buicks, just a few I could mention. Slow and steady till she ready. I ain't new to this. In the single file line, like they serving detention. Got that get set, cause all this candy keep dripping. Going 2 miles an hour, left them sour like lemons. Put the pedal to the metal, catching up can be expensive. Supreme gasoline, full synthetic for my engine. Bouncing, turning and bending, looking for that. No placating, no pretending, get it poppin', topic trending. I come highly recommended. My cut a small percentage, definition of authentic. I just thought I represented. I be kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right hit exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who to choose, and I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right hit exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who to choose. Cherry wood on my panel. How it feel when you handle chopping blades under rays. Bet your whip can't hold a candle. All the trophies on my mantle. Only converse with you if the topic is financial. Sometimes the motor's domestic, other times it be foreign. So many to choose from, my tires ain't never worn. Think I'm sitting on 20s, but baby, you misinformed. Weathermen predict fog, I throw my halogens on. Jamming screw through Georgia woods, cypher I be on. Regulate like I'm warm. Only 2 or 3 pine trees, my type of decorum. And my motor kinda quiet, I forget that it's on. That's my amp, not thunderstorms. The trunk just can't contain it. The price of being famous. Swag just to play it. I promise I'll never change it. Anything else would be heinous. Till then I'ma keep swinging. Cutlass, Lincoln, Regal, we all speak the same language. I'll be kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right hit exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who to choose, and I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right hit exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who to choose. Kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right hit exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth. Then you tell me who you choose, and I'm kicking back, cruising. You ain't winning, then you losing. Window tinted, can't see through it. Right hit exclusive. Let me put you on some smooth.
Hey, rubber band hundreds, it keep on coming. I'm the thumb. Move like a mummy, the drill got him slumpy. If it's about money, I'm the thumb. Used to be bummy, turn up into something. I got my bank account just jump. Rubber band hundreds, it keep on coming. I'm the thumb. Move like a mummy, the drill got him slumpy. If it's about money, I'm the thumb. Used to be bummy, turn up into something. I got my bank account just jump. Honey band, in the Sprinter van. Never play middle, man. We got it, man. I don't, man. We got it, man. Spend like a silly fan, not for the dividends. Reaping the benefits like he an immigrant. Lot of special delivery. Show my agility and my ability. Go on and like we the military. Play with my cash and I'm on your. Like the pockets on the back of your pants. Lay on my stands like it was a mattress. Pillowcases filled over my bands. Couple grand in the attic, another grand like magic. That's mathematics. Getting paid is a habit. Ballin' like I was a maverick or John Madden. Rubber band hundreds, it keep on coming. I'm the thumb. Move like a mummy, the drill got him slumpy. If it's about money, I'm the thumb. Used to be bummy, turn up into something. I got my bank account just jump. Rubber band hundreds, it keep on coming. I'm the thumb. Move like a mummy, the drill got him slumpy. If it's about money, I'm the thumb. Used to be bummy, turn up into something. I got my bank account just jump. I'm thumbing through bands and racks. Deep in that, it ain't no friends in that. First playing, get on a new. I got a lens attack like my got. He bound anything that he at. Catch him in quick, empty the. Money counters beeping, blue strip dreams while I'm sleeping. With a If they creeping, two turn, what I'm snatch who chain. Posted in the rain with some heathens. Look how far I came, they can't believe. Rubber band honeys, it keep on coming. I'm the thumbing. Move like a mummy, the drug got him slumpy. If it's about money, I'm the thumbing. Used to be bumming, turn nothing to something. I got my bank account just jumping. Rubber band honeys, it keep on coming. I'm the thumbing. Move like a mummy, the drug got him slumpy. If it's about money, I'm the thumbing. Used to be bumming, turn nothing to something. I got my bank account just jumping.
So I tell that with pocket watch, and when he pocket watch, I'm putting up pocket rocket. Hey, but tell my rocket, stop it. I'm getting me like rocket, for that boy like a pocket watch, and when he pocket watch, I'm putting up